Alright, excuse the way I look. It's 5:42 in the morning. I haven't slept, but shout out to O'Shea. I miss you and I love you. I really do. Shout out to Ryan A. Shout out to Aaron. Shout out to Carl Caldwell. We don't really talk, so we don't have to bump our friendship status up. Shout out to my baby mama Betsy. Shout out to Darnell. You owe me big time. Like, you really have to make up for missing the games with me. But shout out to Diamond Summary. Shout out to my ROD Devontae. I'm mad because you're in Vegas without me. Like, shout out to Tisha. Shout out to Gabby. Shout out to Dominique Street. Shout out to Asavion. I don't know why you haven't talked to me in the longest, but that's really good. You guys are supposed to be my brother. Shout out to Ryan Harris. Shout out to Santini, my Facebook husband. I love you. Shout out to Vincent. I miss you calling me every night to make me laugh. I don't know why you don't do that anymore. Shout out to Summer Gang. Shout out to Robert P.S. Shout out to Kaya. Shout out to Nate Paris Dior. Shout out to my baby Desiree. You still haven't texted me to come over. That's really fake because I've been trying to come over for like the past 3 days. Shout out to Marquise Carter. Shout out to Christiana. Shout out to Sarah. Shout out to Chantel. Shout out to my Keisha P.S. She really be on for her city. Shout out to my little sister Brianna. I miss you, by the way. Shout out to my Playboy friend Dion. Even though you haven't came to see me, we still gotta go shopping and get our matching blue race car hoodies, you know. Shout out to Zara. Shout out to Deja McGee. Shout out to Brittany. Shout out to Victoria Love. Shout out to Deja Going. Shout out to my sissy, Ariel Dixon. I'm gonna beat your ass when I see you for talking shit every Facebook. Shout out to Jarne. We haven't kicked it in a long time. I really miss you, though, so hit me up. Shout out to Hanaya. Shout out to Iman. Shout out to Mercedes, my big homie. Shout out to Kivon, my other big homie. I don't even know why I consider you my big homie, because you're like a best friend. I tell you everything. Shout out to Deja Marie, Deja 5-4, Bulls. Shout out to Adam. Even though you pissed me off today, and you get on my nerves because you always talk shit, I love you. Shout out to TJ. Shout out to Giorgio, G. Taylor, Sis, whatever you guys know him by. Shout out to Amelia. Shout out to Nate Brittany. Shout out to Megan. Shout out to my drugs down there. I love you. Shout out to Devon. Where have you been, by the way? Shout out to Reminisce. I miss you and we need to go to another party soon. Shout out to Tita. Shout out to Jessica. Jessica, you're really pretty. Like, really pretty, and you're fucking awesome. Shout out to Adam Williams. Shout out to Jade. Shout out to Honey. Shout out to Champagne. I haven't seen you since like what, 4th, 5th grade. Fine. Shout out to Cameron Hendricks. Shout out to Meech. We still have to have that talk that you pulled me away in the law for. Shout out to Elijah Shot Me Last. And shout out to my 425 Simone. I really love you. Just to let you know. Shout out to Hannah. This is because you're on Ubu, even though you didn't like my status for a shout out. And I saved the best for last. And shout out to Traquan. Even though you're ugly and you're slow. I really do love you. But that's the end of my shout out video. So bye.